7'1" demigod center build gets a 99 block rating, which means you unlock Hall of Fame anchor and the ability to stop everything in the paint. Gets a maxed out strength rating, which allows you to be an absolute menace and literally manhandle everybody. Gets an 83-point rating, which means you get access to the best center jump shots in the entire game and can spark threes from mad deep. Gets a 92 defensive rebound, so no matter what, every board is automatically yours. And on top of all that, gets high enough finishing attributes to get these ridiculous contact dunk animations in the paint. This build will change NBA 2K24 forever. What's up, Simply Squad? It's your boy Demigod grinding, and I need y'all to drop a like right now, cause the second this video hits 2,000 likes, I'll give y'all my new game-changing point guard build that has been literally torching everybody. My first two rec games on this build, I averaged 47 points and 23 assists per game while having a 72% three-point percentage. Do you realize how many threes it takes to average 47 points per game? And I was still up there with a ridiculous percentage. I'm telling y'all, this build is the truth. So y'all make sure you're subbed with notifications on so you don't miss out on that. Now, speaking of game-changing builds, this 7'1" center build is just absurd. I genuinely made this build just to have fun in the rec. I wasn't even planning on posting a build video, but once I seen the crazy animations I was getting and the high stat lines I was recording every single game, I had to put y'all on, bro. Playing on this build has been the most fun I've had on NBA 2K24 by far. You are literally the perfect big man build. You can hold down the paint with ease. Your screens literally knock people to the ground, so your guards love playing with you. Your dunk animations that you get are ridiculous, and once people start treating you like an inside center because you're absolutely dominating their big man in the paint, you can start popping and greening every three to leave them absolutely baffled on how to guard you. And trust me, you will be greening every three because I'm gonna give y'all my jump shot in this video. You heard that right. Not only am I gonna give you this demigod build, I'm also gonna give you the jump shot, the dunk animations, the badges, everything you need to know to dominate on day one. All I ask for all this information in one video is that you drop a like and drop a sub with notifications on. Let's try and hit 815K this weekend. Now, y'all, I'm not gonna lie to you, we got a lot to talk about, so let's get into it. Alright, y'all, now for the build. This build is obviously going to be a center. The height is gonna be 7'1". The weight is gonna be 231 pounds. And the wingspan we're gonna keep at 7'6". Now, like always, I encourage y'all to change certain things about the build to fit your playstyle, but I would recommend not changing the height, the weight, or the wingspan because they are all specifically there for a reason, and don't worry, I'm gonna explain why. Now for the attributes. I'm not gonna lie, the first thing we're starting with is my favorite part about this build, a 99 block rating, which is actually going to give you Hall of Fame anchor once we're done upgrading this build. Y'all seen the clips. Nobody is getting into my paint for free, bro. This 99 block is so worth it, it's ridiculous. After that, we're gonna upgrade our defensive rebound to a massive 92 overall rating. You don't just get 45 rebounds in a rec game by accident. You need the rebounding stats to back it up, and trust me, we got those. Because right after, our offensive rebound is going to be an 85. And I'm not gonna lie, I see other center builds investing a ton into rebounding, like putting 99 offensive rebound or 99 defensive rebound. I'm gonna be completely honest, you are just wasting attributes. Once again, you've seen the clips, and one thing I didn't mention is that those were against 7 foot and 7'1" centers on the same team. So I was one 7'1" center by myself against a 7-footer and a 7'1" on the same team every single game. It just happened to turn out like that. And this build dogged them both at the same time. And once we start to fill out more attributes, you'll see why when the badges start to fill up on this build. So next, our interior defense is going to be an 88 overall rating, which more than exceeds our requirement for a Hall of Fame anchor. The reason I went 88 is because I know how the paint defense is in this game. It can be really inconsistent. So I wanted my rating as high as possible without affecting the other attributes that were going to go on this build, so 88 was the perfect sweet spot for me. After that, we're going to max out our perimeter defense to a 66. And again, I encourage y'all to change anything you want about this build, but I would not change the fact that your perimeter defense is max, because if you want to be a good center for your team, you need to be able to pick up and hedge on screens. And when I tell you, I was so surprised at how fast my 7'1" center was moving on defense. I was hedging and baiting 6'2" speed boosting guards rattling them to their core, and that's because I have a maxed out perimeter defense and we're gonna have a maxed out acceleration, so our defensive sliding is extremely fast for a 7'1" build. And then last but not least for defense, we are going to make our steal a 60. The reason for this is because Bronze Interceptor is a very valuable badge to have. You're on a center, people are gonna be throwing passes to the paint off of rolls or backdoor cuts. You want to be able to pick those passes off. You want to be able to pick those passes off and then throw the fast break to your team. Speaking of throwing the fast break, we might as well just upgrade our pass accuracy now. We're gonna make our pass accuracy a 75. You heard that right. My pass accuracy is only a 75 on this build. And we were throwing lasers from one paint to the other with no hitches whatsoever. And that's because of Silver Break Starter. I can't stress how overpowered Silver Break Starter is this year. It is a must on this build. Once again, if you're gonna change anything, I would not change the pass accuracy to be any lower than 75, and I really wouldn't recommend going higher than 75 because it's just not needed. The only passes I didn't convert is when my teammates trolled and tried to go to the baseline to shoot a corner three. If your teammates run the fast break in the paint, you will make the pass 100% of the time, I promise you. Now let's move on to what y'all are probably worried about the most, the shooting. You're actually gonna get an 83 pointer on this build, which of course gives you all these silver badges, but more importantly gives you access to a ton of good jump shots for 7'1" builds, one of which will be mine, which I'll be giving you at the end of this video, and I'm shooting 65% from 3 with that jump shot on this build that only has an 83 pointer, bro. It is so chicken, I love it. And then your mid-range, you're going to make a 72. If it were up to me, I wouldn't upgrade mid-range at all. I don't shoot mid-ranges at all. It doesn't give me any extra shooting badges because I'm not going over the 83 point that I already have, but this is one of the attributes that you can change. If you're not comfortable shooting with silver badges, you can upgrade your mid-range super high and get some gold badges like gold open looks and gold catch and shoot. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a sweat at 2K. I could shoot with bronze badges. I really do not need gold badges to shoot wide open. I play the game way too much for that to be an issue, but if you're afraid you're gonna miss wide open on this build, make sure to put up your mid-range and bring down other stats and you will be perfectly fine. And what's crazy about 7'1" is that we're only a 91 overall right now. I don't know why, but 7'1" just seem to get more attributes than every other build. So the next thing we're going to talk about is our finishing. Your standing dunk is going to be an 81 rating. That is because we want silver rise up, silver precision dunker, and bronze fast twitch. The only other badge I would spend attribute points to get on finishing is silver fast twitch. That badge is actually really good. Bronze fast twitch has shown me no problems whatsoever, but if you do want to bring down something in the build and get an 83 standing dunk for silver fast twitch, I would say that's a pretty good idea as well. Next, we're gonna go to our driving dunk and make it a 60 overall rating. One thing y'all need to know about this game, for your player to go up for driving dunks and for your player to go up for standing dunks, all you need is a 55 overall rating in both stats. Meaning, if you have a 55 driving dunk, your player will go for driving dunk animation. So if you don't care about any of these badges, all you need is a 55 driving dunk and a 55 standing dunk to get a driving dunk or standing dunk animation. Standing dunk, I super care about on this build. I'm always standing dunking when I'm slipping in the paint, or when I get an offensive rebound and I'm trying to dunk on somebody, I need my standing dunk rating to be high. Driving dunk, I don't really care about. I'm pretty sure it goes up to 60 once we upgrade our physicals, so that's why it's at a 60, but if not, I would lower this to a 55 100%. But right now, I'm just showing y'all the exact build that I had in my video, so y'all know that if you make this build, you will be dominating just like I was in those clips. And last, for finishing, our driving layup is going to be a 51, and our close shot is going to stay at a 46. Honestly, the main takeaway from finishing is that you have silver rise up and bronze fast twitch. Those are the badges you need. Silver precision dunker is just a plus. Whenever you get a rebound and you do a standing dunk meter, you get so many contact dunks. It is hilarious. If y'all don't know, the driving dunk meter is glitched right now. There's barely any green window unless it's a wide open dunk, so I would not be using precision dunker whenever you're going for driving dunk contact dunks right now. But if you're going for standing dunk contact dunks, the green window is huge and you just dunk on everybody. It's hilarious. It's like your prime shot. And last but not least, our physicals. You are not going to be slow on this build, so you're going to max out your speed to a 64 overall rating. After that, you're going to max out your acceleration. Once again, perimeter defense and acceleration is what determines your lateral quickness on defense. You want to be able to hedge and bait in the paint. You're not going to be weak on this build. Your strength is going to be maxed out at an 84. Yes, I only had an 84 strength in those clips, and I was bullying other 7'1" builds with a 92 strength. Why? I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't, but this build is so strong for no reason. Nobody ever bullies me on it. It's hilarious. Your vertical is going to be a 75 overall rating, which gives you gold pogo stick, silver rise up, silver area wizard, and and silver chase down artist. And last but not least, your stamina is going to be maxed out at a 98 overall rating, which of course gives you gold workhorse. And then you guys can finish off the build however you want, but me, I get fouled a lot in the rec. I'm not gonna lie to you, they be trying to hack a shack me, so I like to have an 82 free throw for silver free points, and I spark everything with Curry's free throw. I literally green every single free throw. It's hilarious, bro. I think I get like 8 to 12 points from free throws a game. I just know that teams are super frustrated with it. Now let's take a look at this build. You get Hall of Fame anchor. Your paint is a fortress. Nobody's getting in there for free. Playing defense on this build is ridiculously fun. I'd be locked in the entire game just because I want to get 15 blocks a game if I could. You get gold pogo stick. You've seen in one of my clips that I jumped on the right side of the paint and then I recovered and jumped all the way on the left side of the paint and got a block on the left side. Gold pogo stick is super good for not punishing you whenever you decide to jump, and if people try to pump fake and cheese you, you can get a lot of snatch blocks just because of this badge. You get chase down artists on silver. If someone gets a step on you, you are 7'1", they are gonna be faster than you sometimes. Then you can block them from behind with silver chase down. You get gold box out beast and gold rebound chaser. Once again, 45 rebounds doesn't just happen. You need these badges. May I remind you that you are 7'1" with these badges. Okay, 7'1". Y'all realize how tall that is? Offensive rebound, the only other badge you get here is post playmaker on silver. If you're a post up type of player, I don't think this build's gonna be for you because we really don't have any post control whatsoever. That's not my style. I want to get every board, I want to dunk on everybody, and I want to hold down the paint. That is what this build is for. And when I hold down the paint, I want to throw an outlet pass to my teammates to get a bunch of fast break points for easy rec wins. Y'all seen that no game was within 40. We were just flooding teams. And once they think that I'm an inside center Shaq build because of how much I'm dominating in the paint and how good my defense is, I like to pop and green every single three with my 83 pointer and all these silver shooting badges. Once they start playing my three, I like to slip a bunch with my silver finishing badges. And I'm doing all this while being as fast as a 7'1" build can be and being as strong as I possibly can be to just bully opponents, jump out the gym. This build can just do it all, bro. I can't explain how excited I am to play rec on this build every time I get on. My day literally consists of me cooking in the park in the pro-am with my 6'2" build and then hopping in the rec at night for fun playing on this build, just getting 40 rebounds a game with 20 assists and 20 points. I'm telling y'all, y'all are gonna have a blast with this build. Alright y'all, now as promised, the jump shot I use on this build. The jump shot is base Eric Pascal, release 1 Tim Duncan, release 2 Anthony Davis, and the blending is 93% Anthony Davis, 7% Tim Duncan. And I use this jump shot on set point release timing. Now I will say this jump shot is extremely fast because of the Eric Pascal base. I literally have to release this jump shot halfway through the shooting motion so I can get a green. So I'm telling y'all, try it on set point first. If you don't like it because it feels too quick, put it on push release timing and you'll probably like it a lot more. I like set point because I like really quick jump shots, but I know a lot of people like to see a visual cue when they're shooting, and if you want that, make sure to put it on push so you can release it right before he flicks his wrist. And y'all, as promised, the badges and dunk animations I use on this player, I'm not gonna go through it all. Everything's on the screen. You could pause, you could screenshot, you could do whatever you need to do to get all the information. But yeah, y'all, I hope y'all have as much fun with this build as I am, bro. It is so fun playing rec with this build. You literally feel like no center can touch you whatsoever. And I already know that the teams that played against me when I was on this build absolutely hated life for the 20 minutes it took to finish that rec game, because bro, you get every offensive and defensive rebound, you hold down the paint. It's just a menace of a build. Anyways, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching. I love you all, and as always, keep grinding.
Ballin', 2K, we never be falling. Rachel, she never be calling. Still hitting shots while they steady be taunting. Ballin', 2K, we never be